Hello, I'm Drawing Pin and welcome to a Let's Play of Motorsport Manager, where we're in the GT Challenger series with Pinwheel Racing, our own creator team. And well, we're 2 races in the second season and we are not doing well. Not doing well at all. We are 17 points. We are bottom. We said 6th, and yeah, we got a big mountain to climb here. This is not good at all. The only good news is that Hong Lao is getting over his broken metatarsal because he crashed in the first race and managed to injure himself, so he's lost like his smoothness, braking and his consistency. The other thing, the car is pretty bad. 10th, really? Okay. Didn't think it was that bad, but okay, right. Well, it says 10th, and you know, it's really unreliable at the moment. That's really the biggest problem, is its reliability. Good news is we do have the factory upgrade in 4 weeks, which is not going to come in for Munich, unfortunately, but it is going to come in for Beijing, so that should help us out there. But let's get into the mail as well, and we'll check out the news. We've had mistake-free our pit crew. Oh, our pit crew as well. That is reminds me. Someone in the comments, I forget who it was now. They reminded me in the comments that yeah, I haven't checked the pit crew. So we've got a really good pit crew, like the best pit crew I think on the grid. So we need to keep that. That's the one thing that we've got really good. So we need to keep that because I haven't renewed contracts. So we may have lost somebody, but we won't have lost the whole crew because we've hired them in over last season, so they will have a little bit more longer, so we won't lose everyone in one go, hopefully. Let's take the interview after needing some much hastier players. Lao Inmu Nun. What? Okay, yeah, I don't understand what that means, but yeah, okay. In the pits, so I'm not focusing on the car's reliability. It's true, I'm going to try to improve that. So managed to get their act together. They're the ones with the car, not me. Should we say that? Oh, really? That was the mechanics. How were you upset at that? But that did say mechanics, didn't it? Okay, right, well. Oh, well, whatever. Speaking of pit crew, we need to come over here and I'll... Yeah, I need to renew... I won't do it yet. I'll do it. We'll sort out the pit crew first and then I'll renew the contracts. Okay, so we've got to swap people around. Oh, you're pretty good. So, tyres and fixing. We're going to put you in. We're looking for a tyres and a refueler. That's not you. Let's go and look at the new hires. I don't really want to hire anybody, but we might have to. Tyres and refuel, that's pretty good. Oof, mistake chance. Let's get rid of the mistake chance. 0.6. Damn, look at that. That is awful. I'm pretty certain you've got a fantastic front jack stat. Pretty certain you would make a mistake on the first race, just given how bad your stamina is. So absolutely not. You're better off going with that guy. He's got a better stamina. Pretty crappy considering he's got 0 mistake chance, but still not bad. I think we're going to go with this guy. I don't overly like that low stat, but I do quite like that. But I think we'll get rid of everybody else. Get rid of you. I don't think we really need you. You're not that good, so we'll get rid of you. We'll hang on to you, but I don't know if we're actually going to change you just yet. But I don't really want to spend the money. But to be honest. Oh, we did have the best pit crew on the grid, but it's possibly because we've swapped some people out, which is why we haven't. What is your stamina like? Yeah, you really need to be changed out. Probably you. We'll go with you. Do you know what? We are going to hire that guy in. Screw it. We're going to hire him. Let's just get him in straight away. And we're going to go with that, and we'll go there with the refuel. That's fine. Tyres and fixing. Do we really want to swap anybody else out? Yeah, you're not really any good at that, and we're probably going to do a lot of fixing. Hopefully this guy can last for another one, so that's good. So let's come over here, and we've got the suspension. So I've built one of every part now. 8th, 6th, 7th, 10th. It's like, how's we got the worst car on the grid? It's possibly, yeah, like Magar have a way worse car than us, 9th in every aspect apart from one where they are 9th, but they have the 8th best car. How does that work when you are consistently 9th on every one of those charts? Yeah, I don't get that. But anyway, so I don't think we've got the 10th. I think the game's been stupid there because we've got a pretty good gearbox. We really need to build an engine, but to be honest, our perks for our engine are terrible. absolutely terrible. We got handed some just complete useless rubbish. I think we're just going to build that and take a gamble on the component. I think that's all we can really do. That's going to be done 11 days before the race, and then we could probably focus on that and try and get it. It should be workable for the race. I think that's all we can do, and hope we get a good component, and then we can choose 3 of those, and we'll just build We'll just build an illegal one, but I think we'll probably hold off and do that at the end of the season because, yeah, the engine is just garbage that we can build, really bad, but it's better than one we've got, so I think we'll just go with it. And hopefully we get something good on the great component. I think that's all we can really do. That's been dealt a really bad hand of those. So yeah, engine is probably the most important component, and we have terrible traits to put on it, so that's really bad. Right, I shall renew the pit crew, and we'll get over and check out the car repair. But I'll just renew these. Okay, right, I have just renewed all the pit crew contracts. I just looked who that was. I think it's Too Cool is the person that reminded me in the comments. I'm hoping I'm saying your name right, but yeah, thank you for that, because I totally forgot about that. I think there's 12 race contracts, so a couple of them where one at least was actually on one race, so we'd have lost somebody. But we've got a dilemma of upcoming vote. I wonder if you're interested in voting in favour of addition of the Rio de Janeiro GP. 250k. I kind of want the 250k. Here's my thinking. I kind of want a 250k. I don't mind voting in favour and just putting one vote behind it. But I don't really want to go there because that's just going to give us more expense next season. I'm kind of leaning towards taking the 250k, putting one vote in, and then hoping that it fails. I think it might do. You got like a kind of... Have you got like a specialist or something that so I'm just kind of wondering why you actually want to go there. Where are you? Marshall. Do you have like a specialist at that or something? Pay driver. No. Okay, apart from Chris Cannon, who I've not I assume it's Chris Cannon. Apart from him, who I haven't scouted, you haven't got any reason. I'm going to go for it. Forget it. I'm going to go for it. I need the 250k. And I'll just put one vote in and hopefully it fails. But if it happens, it happens. But I don't overly like that because that's more race expense. But at the same time, I do want that $250,000. So that's good. Right, the car repair is still not quite finished. So let's just quickly move it on because it should be... Okay, there it is. It's done now. So yeah, we'll read that. And then let's come in here and we want to... What are we doing? The gearboxes. Let's have a look at Munich. So gearboxes, suspension, and engine. Probably not going to mess with that gearbox, but we're not going to have one for the race, so I kind of feel like we're going to have to work on that. Those are going to be done, so that's fine. Suspension is going to be something we're going to want to work on as well, but that engine also. I think what I'm going to do is leave that, get those to like 70, maybe 75%. How long is that engine going to take? It's like 12 days. So if we do maybe 6 days on those gearboxes, and then I'll come back around sort of 17, 18 days to go, swap out those. If they're up to like 75%, I think we'll be good. We'll be able to push on them a little bit, and we will be able to, probably get to the end and actually push on them a little bit. So we'll get those up, and then I think we'll put those suspensions in, and then when the engine is built, we will then put the engine in and just try and work on that, and maybe drop that one in, this one here, maybe drop that one in for a little bit of work afterwards as well, and just get that, because it's only a useful part, so it's not going to wear quite as much. So yeah, I think we're going to do that. So let's move it on, and we'll get to that engine, and that's going to be done pretty quickly actually, so that's nice. Right, okay, I've got a dilemma. I don't think it's really much. It's just an interview about the upcoming vote. I'd love to see it on the calendar for next season. And there's a sliver of doubt. There's always a sliver of doubt, but I'm quite confident that we'll come out smelling of roses. That's a very categorical answer. Can you say for certain that it would be good for pinwheel racing? I would say that. Yeah, I don't think that this sets of interview really has any effect on our team. But whilst you're here, I may as well just bring you in. Those got to 75%, so I've dropped them out, and I've just chucked those suspensions in for a little bit of work, because that one we're probably going to end up using it because that's only 55% anyway. How long is it going to take? 4 days. I'm kind of tempted to do that. Do that for a day or two and then put that one in. Yeah, I think we'll do that, get that up a bit higher, and then we'll use, we'll go with those. Although, well, that does add a load of time, doesn't it? Yeah, I think we'll do that. I'm going to do like a day or two of that, and then we'll put that in and then come back for the engine. So let's get to that engine, and I'm going to just fiddle around with some of these suspensions and just maybe try and get them up to 60. That would be nice. Okay, so the engine has been built, and that's not very good. We've got random component plus 50 on the top speed, on softs, supers and ultras, and considering we're probably going to be using the harder of the compounds, which is largely mediums this year, because I think we use the supers off like 3 times or something, and I don't think we actually use ultras at all, or do we? Might do in the last race, I'm not sure. I don't think we use ultras, or was that the first race? May have used ultras once, but you don't really use them. We use largely softs and mediums, so yeah, that's pretty terrible to be honest. But oh well, that's the random gamble. So I think we'll leave off that, and we will build like that, probably that, and that maybe, or maybe like that, not that, but maybe just chuck in the random component or something. We might do that, but we'll do that for the end of the season. We're not going to do that now. I think we'll put another gearbox down because why not? So we're going to go with that one, and I think we're just going to go with a straight up 40. There's a chance we could get something really good, but I think we're just going to go with the straight up 40. We're going to know we're going to get that. The random component could be good, could be terrible, but I think we're going to go with that. Or do we just not bother with the gearbox and maybe go with like brakes, because our gearbox is actually pretty good. What can we build over here? 10 and 30. We could go with that though. That is pretty tempting because our tyre wear is awful, and so the brakes could really help out, but I'm kind of leaning towards just getting some really sweet brakes. Could go with the random component, I guess. I kind of feel like that just straight up 30 is worth it. Just because, ooh, the performance there on the weight stripping. Although, you know, it's random as to what you get, so I think it's worth a gamble on the brakes. We've got good gearboxes, so I don't think we need to worry too much about the gearboxes. Although now I'm kind of leaning towards the gearboxes again. Do you know what? We're just going to go with the gearbox. Screw it. Let's do that. Let's go with it. Let's not think about it. Let's just click it before I change my mind. There we go. So right, I came into here and I swapped out the suspension. There we go. I'll get my words out in a second. I swapped out, sorry, the gearboxes. They got to 75, and I put in the suspension, and you know, that managed to get up a little bit further, but not much. That's not really good enough because that's going to wear out. I really want to use that engine though as well. I think we're going to give like another few days on the suspension and try and get it up a little bit further, and then we're going to go with the engines and try and get that one, and then maybe that one up as well, because I'd like to use that engine. I know it's not great, but it is slightly better than that one, so any advantage that we can get is definitely worth it. Oh, and the performance work was done as well, so we may as well work on that. And yeah, we'll just work on that engine. No, work on the brakes as well. We might as well. Although they'll be, yeah, no, let's work on the brakes. We might as well do that because those are going to get done really quickly. So yeah, I think we're going to work on that for a few days, maybe until there's like 7 days left to the race, and then we'll drop that in, and hopefully we can get it up to there, and then we'll put both of them in. But that is a worry. The engines are not very reliable, but I'd like a couple more days on those. So let's move it on, but I think we're close to a GMA vote as well, so we can always come back when that goes. So let's move it on anyway. Okay, here we are. Hong is feeling better, and we've got that vote for the Rio de Janeiro, but we're already locked in, so basically just going to make sure we only do one. This will likely help me. Okay, it's going to favour me, it says. Okay, anyway, let's just go with it because we're locked in. We're only going to chuck one in though, so we may be able to defeat. Okay, got rejected. That's kind of what I wanted, to be honest. Yeah, it says I could perform well there, but it's an extra expense that I don't really want. So yeah, that person put an extra vote in, and so I made 250k. That's perfect, and it stays exactly the same. So that's all good. Let's come over here and check the car quickly. Yeah, those are up, but I think we've got to just make a decision now and jump on those engines. We're going to go with that. I think actually we'll focus on that one for a little bit and try and get it up to that one's speed. And then we'll do that for a couple of days, and then we'll probably throw that one in, and hopefully that's reliable. If it doesn't get reliable enough, we can always fall back and use that one, but I'd really like to try and use that one. It's a little bit more reliable, and you know, if we do put the softs on, certainly like qualifying, we'll get an extra 50 on the speed, so it's going to be worth it. So yeah, let's do that and let's get to the race. Okay, right, we're now just ready to head off to Munich, and Lau is feeling a lot better, so his stats have jumped back up again, so that's good. So we don't actually have the worst drivers, we have the 9th best drivers on the grid, so that's good. And the engine got a decent way up there, so I threw this one in, but to be honest, it didn't really gain anything. Neither engine actually gained anything there, so probably would have been better just leaving that. But luckily, yeah, by the time we actually, it's possibly once we come back from the race, actually we'll have this factory upgrade, so then we can really start pushing on those components and try and get those engines and stuff. So I don't think we're going to build any more engines. The picks we've got from from you know, the perks, the traits are terrible, so I think we'll just leave it and build an illegal one. That's just the luck of the draw. So we'll probably work on those and just try and get those reliable, and that's really the goal. Once we get that factory in, we can kind of start working on those reliability, and that should help us out in the second half of the season. But let's come over here now, and we'll select that sponsor. We're going to put some of these components on that we've actually built. Shen again is going to get that one, I think, and Lau's probably going to go, yeah, because the red zone's a lot smaller than that one, so it's actually better. Really, you angry? Do you want that one? And you'll be, yeah, okay, you do that then. That's fine. Yeah, but the car is still a pile of garbage. It's really unreliable. So we need to work on that. Like, desperately need to work on that. We are behind the gun on that. We need to buy like Milan. We really need to have got the parts somewhat reliable. At least the parts we're going to keep. So yeah. Right, so that's all good, and what are we looking at? Very low wear, very low burn, and it's going to be dry and not that warm. But as I say, you only use the soft and the medium, and both of our drivers have got pretty awful smoothness, so we're probably going to go with the medium, but I might try the soft out and just see whether that helps us, but we'll see what the tooltip says. So anyway, I'm going to cut away and do some practicing, and I'll see you all back for Q1. Welcome to Q1 in Munich, where it's dry. The practice was all dry as well, and I'm assuming the rest of the qualifying, well, this session's going to be dry, but who knows about the other two. I went with the mediums and the race trim because I think we might be able to do a one-stop with both drivers if we're careful, which we're going to have to be careful because the car is not very reliable. So you know, we got a 98 and I think a 99 there, so we actually got some really good drivers, really good setup, sorry. I don't think, yeah, I don't think we're really ready to strip anything out just yet. The brakes and suspension are very worrying. The engines and gearboxes are a little better, but you know, we're gonna have to be careful with those. But the brakes and suspension are extremely worrying, but you know, you can repair those quite quickly. So right, let's get into Q1, and we're just going to get straight out there, I think. Yeah, it's a reasonably long lap, I think, here, so we're going to just get straight out there. Who was it? Was it Lau that had the engine with the boost, or was it Shen? I think it might have been Shen. So she should get a 50%, oh sorry, plus 50 performance on these soft tyres for this qualifying session, or is that in the race? Not sure. I think it's just across the board on whatever tyre it is, so either way she should do quite well, but they've both got roughly equal cars now. Shen's going to be doing purples, but then yeah, Lau's done purples. Lau is also a lot better driver, you know, he's a 3 stars practically, she's 2 stars, so he is a lot better driver than her anyway. We are purpling, but obviously the others are getting out there, so yeah, you know, they're going to take those purples away from us. But Shen is actually really close to Lau, that's good. Now 1.1 off the top, that's not so good, but it's better, I guess. 1.5, well that's encouraging. That sponsor target, I mean basically we're trying to get into the next qualifying session to then get that sponsor target. That's really what we want, is that sponsor target. That is what I want more than anything. is to hit that sponsor target. I think we're just going to go straight out again. Yeah, let's go now. Let's go now. Let's go straight out again. We'll put a new set of tyres on. Going to get you, and you're going to go again. There we go. Out we go. We're going to do another run. So Lau's got into the Q2 at the moment, but Shen is just out, only by like a tenth. So not too bad. Not many people doing it. Us bottom runners are, you know, these guys are safe. You could just sit there and not bother now. You're absolutely safe. Shen's improving. So is Lau. That's good. There's only one person, so we should be guaranteed a Q2 spot. And Shen's going green again, so that's good. And so is Lau. That is even better. So where does Shen go? Neither of them, don't think they really improved their times. That's a shame. Still, we got Lau through to the next qualifying session, so that's something. That sponsor target is still within our grasp. Only just, but it's still there. Welcome to Q2 in Munich, where it is dry again. So that's good, and hopefully it's going to stay that way. Again, I think we're just going to send Lau straight out on a set of tyres. There we go. And then we'll probably wait till the end, that sort of 2-minute mark around that, and then we'll rush out again and try and put in a lap time where we can get onto basically this 12th is what I'm aiming for, but you know, I think that's going to be a struggle, but we'll keep going. The track is rubbered down and it keeps rubbering down, so that's okay. As long as it doesn't rain and wash all the rubber away, we should be okay. So we're hitting those perf fills, but like Erlin is, you know, smashing it now, and yeah, there's a few others smashing it. So provisional pole, but we're going to drop right down as soon as the others start. There we go. 1.2, 1.5 seconds. There we are. 1.6. Oh my god. And we're probably going to be last. Okay. Right. Well, let's speed it up. We'll get back to the pit stop. I'll get back to the pits because that was pretty bad actually from Lau. Not sure what his lap time was last time, but that was pretty awful. Let's give it a few seconds. And then we're going to go out. Let's go again. I largely just want to, I don't really care about getting into Q3. I just want to hit that sponsor target and just try and take some money back. We need as much as we can. So let's get him to set the car up, and we're just getting across the line with a few seconds to spare. He's the only one. I don't think anybody, no, you've managed to get through, really? Okay. No, there's only two of us now doing extra. Oh, he hasn't improved. That's a shame. Okay, right. Well, this is kind of a waste of tyres, I think. He's not improved in the first sector. He's improved in the second sector. Okay, that is better. He's close. He could do it. Come on. Ah, 50. That is awful. That's awful. Oh, well, yeah. This is rougher than last season, to be honest. You know, we're only saying one higher sponsor target, and we're struggling. Welcome to Munich on race day, where it is dry with a bit of cloud about, so who knows about that, but well, up to lap 7 it's dry, so we're just going to go with our race trim and medium tyres because that's the only things we have. Hopefully they'll unlock some of those. We need, I think it's Lau, we need him to get that nurse perk open quickly. If he has that for next season would be a lot better, but because we swapped, well, I was hoping Farah would keep that. I think it was Farah. I was hoping he'd keep that nurse perk, and you know, then we could have just hired one more, but we lost Farah, so you know, that's not good. Right, let's come in here. We've got like 29 laps, so I think Lau can just about do a one stop, but it's going to be really tight. We're going to leave the fuel the way it is because I think that's just better. And yeah, I think again, Shen, I think she might struggle. She's probably going to struggle on the one stop, but she's going to start off on that tyre, and then we may change up both the strategies and do 2 stops, and we'll go softs for the second, and we'll go for the, you know, softs in the next 2 stints. But I think we'll start out on those mediums and see how we do. We're not going to strip out any weight whatsoever. Yeah, Shen's got the one with the soft, so she might go soft. I think that might work. We'll try and keep Lau to go one stop because I think he's got a slightly better chance. We're going to go crazy. We're going to go attack and overtake for the first lap. Screw it. I think we've got to push the car. We're not going to get anywhere if we don't push it, but at the same time the car is super unreliable, so I think we can only do that for like one lap and then we've got to switch it right back. Or maybe we just go high. Let's go high and push. Let's go high and push. Let's not push it crazy, but I think we've got to go more than medium anyway. So we've got to do a bit of pushing. And we've got to get some heat in the tyres because, yeah, it's reasonably cool. It's not that cool, but it's cool enough that they'll probably start losing temperature if you don't push a little bit. So, right, let's get out there and let's do that. Those guys are locked in because it was dry, of course. So they're locked into their softs. And okay, most people have chosen the soft. There's only 4 of us on the mediums. Interesting. Okay, and Lau's left the handbrake on. Take the handbrake off, bud. Thank you. There we go, Lau. Well, at least Lau's got some braking and smoothness and stuff back, so he should be a little... Oh, okay. Really? That doesn't seem fair. 15th and 16th. Well, you know, this is not good, is it? But it's only the first lap, so... There we go, Lau. Come on, dude. Go. Oh, damn it. It's the brakes and suspension that I'm worried about the most. Engines and gearboxes are going to be an issue, but I think it's the brakes and suspension I'm worried about the most. They're so flimsy at the moment. We need just everything to be worked on, really. Yeah, 16th and 17th, we're not doing very well. I think we're going to leave that going for another lap. Do you know what? We're going to attack. Screw it. We'll worry about the brakes and stuff later. We've got to go for it. We're going now. We're just going all out. I'm going to do one lap like this. I think we've got to go for it. We're going to lose. We're going to lose either way, whether we push it and, you know, break down, or whether we just sit at the back and don't fix anything. I don't think either one's going to work. So I think we've got to try something different here and just push for a bit. Okay, right. We're gonna turn it down now though, because I want these guys to go. I want Lau to go really long into the race if possible. Yeah, oh, we haven't hit the boost either, have we? That's a good point. That's probably why everyone's kind of raced ahead of us. 16th and 17th. To say that I'm pleased with that is a bit sad, but I guess I am kind of pleased with that. Let's go. Let's go as well. Kind of racing each other here. And yeah, I'm kind of tempted to do 2 stops with Shen because one, she's not quite got the smoothness. I mean, his smoothness is terrible, but hers is even worse. And so you know, they're both going to struggle to get one stop, to be honest. But I think she's got the softs on with that engine, so it's going to give her a bit of a performance boost. I think it's probably worth trying to risk it for that. And yeah, at the moment, yeah, the brakes on Lau are looking really bad. Damn, yeah, this is just... I'm finding this extremely difficult. I think the fact I didn't put a factory in the first season has cost me big time. It may cost me the whole thing, who knows. But right now, we are not looking good at all. I think our only option is to try and one stop. I think Lau's going to start conserving those tyres. Shen is right at the back. Assuming everyone is pushing like crazy pretty well much. They've got their engines all the way up. Hopefully that means they've got more part fixes to come. And they're going to struggle reliability like we are. But yeah, Shen is dropping off the map. 39.5. Sorry, 41.2. Oh my god. 40.5. Oof. Yeah, you're in the pits. Okay, that's why you had such a good lap time. It's because you've just pitted. The front runners are going to start pitting now. Yeah, I don't think we can 2 stop, to be honest. 1 stop. I'm looking at it now. I don't think we can do it. Let's turn back up again for another lap. More in the pits. That's all good. So we've got to get to like lap 15 really is the ideal spot with Lau. So I don't think Shen can do it. I mean, he's slightly ahead, but it's not by much. But he is slightly ahead. It's just the tyres are going to get really cold. So we're going to have to push, which is going to wear the tyres down and break the car. So yeah, Lau needs to get out of my way. Does he though? I guess you were a little bit quicker that time round. We'll see. I don't think I'm going to give anyone team orders though, but Yeah, people are coming in the pits. So we jumped up, but I think our only option is this one stop. I think we have to go for it. Tyres are going to get super cold, so I think we will attack for like one lap or like half a lap or something, just till we get round to the start finish straight. We'll attack for a little bit. It's going to really wear the car out, but I think we have to push the temperature back up on the tyres a little bit. Okay, let's go. Okay, that's temperature's got up a little bit again. Just going to go back down to there. Okay, right. This is, you know, we've got to try and make this work, this one stop. I don't think Shen can do it, but we're going to try and make it work. Lap 15 is kind of what I'm aiming for. But I'd say I might get Shen to go onto the soft tyre and do 2 stops. Because she has got that performance boost on the engine, so that might help her out in the long run. But I think most people are probably going to do 2 stops anyway, so you know, we've got to try and get that one stop to work. So we're just going to keep going. I don't really want to push the car either because, yeah, the brakes are kind of falling apart already. We'll try not to. We're going to have to repair the brakes and probably the suspension by the time we get round to do the last pit stop. But we'll see how Lau does. We may repair his brakes. We'll leave the suspension. We might repair his brakes when he stops, if he does the one stop. But I don't know if he's going to do that because his tyres are not far behind Shen's. So, you know, more people are coming in the pits though. We're doing an okay lap time, 40 and a 41. So, yeah, not great, but you know, not the best, but not the worst either, I don't think. But that's probably because these guys are just pitted. So once they get around, they're probably a lot quicker than us. Well, there's no probably about it. They are a lot quicker. I think we might switch on to the soft tyres with Shen. Kind of thinking we're going to do that. Yeah, we're going to try and risk it. Let's go. Let's turn your engine up. You're going to come in this lap and go for it, I think. I think we're going to change up your strategy because I just don't think she's going to make this work. I think we'll give it a go. She's going to struggle. We could always switch back onto that tyre if we don't think it's working. We'll leave the fuel the way it is. Do we want to do anything with the car? I think we'll leave the car the way it is as well. And we'll make a decision as and when we pit. I think we'll just leave it at that for now. It's all good. So we'll get her to come in. He's going to just continue to cruise around and try and do 2 more laps. I know the tyres are getting super cold, so I think we'll just do a little bit of pushing. But he's going to try and do a couple more laps. So I don't think we're going to tell him to get out of her way, but she is definitely pushing on it. In she comes. So yeah, Lau is going to continue to do this. I think this is our only option. Is if he can do that. Yeah, we'll keep going. We'll stick with that with her for now. I'm going to try and go one stop. I think us three up here, are probably going to try and go with that one stop strategy. I think that is our best bet. Okay, we're going to conserve. I know the tyres are really cold. They're going to start being chewed to bits. Okay, we'll turn that down now. Done an out lap on that. Damn, was that the... Oof, yeah, the suspension does not look good there. 16 laps remaining. We're going to keep going round, but I don't know whether he's going to stop again. Or he's going to risk another lap. I don't think we can. I think we might have to, though. I don't know if we can. Right, what are we going to do? Got 6% left on that tyre. I don't think we can make it. We're right on the bubble. We're going to go with that. We're going to repair those brakes and we're going to change those tyres and we're going to try and get the 15 laps out of it. I think we could probably do with another lap, to be honest. But I think we have to go for it. We're going to go with a fast pit stop as well and risk it. And then we've got drivers on 2 different strategies. It's like, or do we cancel that? I don't think you can make it round though on 6%. Kind of leaning towards risking it. I know that's probably a stupid thing, but I'm going to risk it. I think we've got to go for it. I think I've probably just balls that completely up for him, but we've got to go for it. I want that extra lap. So we're going to have like 14 laps when we get through to the pit stops. That's okay. Park condition, we're going to fix those brakes. Leave everything else the way it is. Go fast on the pit stop. And I think his tyres are pretty much shot before he gets round there, but I know they're really cold and everything else, but I think we're going to go with it. I don't know how it's going to work, but we got to risk it. 2% left, and then they're going to go off the cliff. 1%. It's going to be close. They hit 5%. I think when they go below 5%. Oh, there we go. That was not actually that bad. That actually worked. Okay. Right, I think he can go to the end now. Brakes have been fixed. Out he goes. We're going to go attack and like overtake for like 1 lap. He's really going to go for it. How's the car looking? Yeah, we could probably afford that. Okay, we're going to hit some boost down here. Just kind of keep doing that for 1 lap. She's okay. I think she's fine where she is. She needs to get another few more laps out of them, but she's got plenty of tyre actually. And then people are definitely, most people I think are going to stop again. So this is where Lau has to kind of make up for it. Okay, right, drop that down now. Got to conserve the car because the suspension does not look good. Okay, we'll focus on Shen because she's actually doing quite well on this one. What's her lap times like? 39.7. Okay. She's doing really well. I wonder if we actually do 2 stops now and start ignoring these. I think we might start using the softer compounds. Yeah, look, people are in getting a part fixed. But that's probably their last pit stop. Whereas Shen is going to stop again. How's her car look? Suspension's going to need to be fixed. But I think we'll... yeah, we may have to do the brakes as well. I don't really want to do that. So we're just going to keep Shen going round. But I think most of Shen and above, Engelhardt, these guys are probably all going to stop again. To be honest, a lot of these might stop again. So Lau has a chance to jump quite up there as well. Oh, hello, get part fixed. Do you want to fix the whole car? Because I kind of like that idea. Hopefully you do. I don't know whether you do, but I do like the sound of that. Yeah, suspension is not looking good. So we're going to have to get that fixed. So, do we start pushing on the car now? I don't think we do. We hold off. I think we hold off. I think we're probably going to do like 1 more lap maybe. Okay, she's lost some... Oh, people are getting parts fixed. Yeah, okay, let's go there. I'm going to do 1 more lap. No, 10 laps. No. Still 10 laps to go. Let's not do that actually. Wanted to go a bit further into the race. How's he doing? I think we're going to conserve for a lap. Just really got to hold that up now. Yeah, he's only 10 seconds behind her, so he's going to jump up. Okay, right, we're going to go for it this lap. I'm going to do 1 more. I'm going to go like that for a lap. And then she's going to come in, go on that soft tyre again. She's going to have to get the get some of those parts fixed. There's a bunch of people getting parts fixed. That is good. So she's going to go back onto that. She's going to need 8 laps of fuel. So that should be fine. Going to get that suspension. We're going to leave everything else and just get the suspension fixed. And we're going to go fast. There we go. Right, she's in. And then meanwhile, Lau is doing okay. I think, as I say, there's a lot of people here. I think even you're going to have John's daughter, whatever. I think she's going to have to stop as well. So there we go. That's conserved a little bit of the fuel. Sorry, the tyre. So now we're on Lau. He's got problems with the suspension, so we're going to probably have to turn that tyre down. But we'll keep it going like this. It's 28. He's probably okay. So there's a bunch more people in the pits. Shen being one of them. There we go, she's away. So I think we'll leave her on that setting for now. She should be okay. And he's just going to keep cruising around and try and get to the end. So I still think there's a bunch of people up here that's still going to stop. So he's got a chance to get some decent spots. He has a chance. And to be honest, she's not doing too bad as well. She's 18 seconds off him, so, and she is gaining reasonably well. She's got to keep an eye on her car. I think she's okay though. Gearbox is looking a bit flaky, so we're going to switch that down. Keep the push going for a little bit longer. How are you doing? Yeah, your suspension is not good. Not good at all. So how's Hong doing? Yeah, he's doing well. I'll say there's a bunch of people going to stop. There's a bunch of people going to have to stop again. It's just a given. So he has enough. Just whether his suspension can make it. Yeah, more people in the pits. There we go. And then she's coming around. Is she going to jump anybody? Yeah, she's jumped a few as well. We'll drop that down though now because worried about those brakes. Oh, suspension has gone. So he's got to nurse that suspension now for... Oh God. To be honest, she's got to switch that gearbox down. Oh, man. 5 laps he's got to do. Oh, and it's going to get cold. It's going to start chewing the tyre up. I think he's just got to back right off. I don't think we have any choice. Shen is doing okay, but I'm worried about that engine. Boost a little, just try and keep up pace with these guys. For the moment, she's okay. She's not flashing, but it's not going to be far. He's going to be just destroying these tyres, but I just don't think we have any choice. We have to try and conserve that suspension, and he's probably going to lose spots, but again, as I say, there's just no choice. We've got no choice in the matter. We have to just do that. But that's not looking too... What's his lap time? 40.7, 38.8, yeah. 39.5, that's not bad from Shen, and she's got the engine turned down, so... Okay, we're conserving that. I think we've got to turn her engine up though now. She's starting to get mugged by all the people at the back because there's loads of people all on the same sort of time as her. So I think we may have to start thinking about risking it with Shen now. How's he doing? That's still not dropped. Okay, he's doing alright. So I think we're going to just risk it and we'll gamble. Oh God! 5%. 5%. 5%. Oh no. He's got 2 laps to do. Oh boy. The pack is gaining at a rate of knots on Lau. He's really slow. So she's really on that zone as well. Oh no, everyone's just mugging us. Oh, someone's in the pits getting a part fixed. I like it. Let's boost and try and lose them. So his tyres are okay, it's just the suspension. I think she's going to... we're going to risk all now and just go for it. See if we can just make up some headway here. Boost past that one. And we're just going to go. Got the tyre. Come on. Come on, Shen. Come on. There we go. I don't think anybody else will be pushing it. Not like we are. We're just rolling the dice and going. Okay, Lau, how's he doing? Yeah, he's doing alright. Suspension is going to get across. Is he going to get across the line? I think he will. Let's hit the boost. And we'll go back to Shen because, yeah, we've got to hit it. Come on, come on, come on. Go again. Go, 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 go. Yes, 7th. And 13th. Yes. Now that's more like it. That is what we needed. It's a start. It's a comeback. That is what we needed. And we hit that sponsor target as well. So that's 125k, which we, again, desperately needed. Right, so there we go. 7th and 13th. No penalties or anything, which is a bit of a shame. So we've got no, nobody's got penalties down there either, but still, that's fine. That's more like what we need to be hitting. We've got to keep that momentum going. You know, we just got to keep that going. It's as simple as that, really. But that's a decent points haul for us, so hopefully that's good. And you know, well, Drivers' Championship, we've jumped up a little bit, so that's something. That's a positive. Have we? Yes, we've jumped up. There we go. We're on the climb. We are on the climb. That is good. The only worrying thing is that we're still 30 points, almost 28 points off of Orleans in 6th, which is what we're aiming for. Oof, yeah. I think Nicholas, we're close to those guys, so we can fight back there. Grand Slam, Orleans, and Marshall are kind of who we're racing, really. Those three are all really close together, so we're not out of the woods yet, but if we can get enough scores, keep doing that till the end of the season, we should be safe. It's going to be tight, but feel a little better now. Right, so here we go. Stat gains. There we go. Yeah, some pretty heavy. Ooh, that was a good one on the fitness. It's only fitness, that sucks. Cornering was a good one, though. And braking. Smoothness, yeah, pretty good. And good there as well. Chairman is happy, so at least their happiness has gone up. Didn't get any marketability, which is fine. But yeah, we made the chairman happy because, yeah, he was pretty angry. So after the first 2 races, I can't blame him. There we go, 125,000 loss or 123,000 loss. So we did make one end of the sponsor, but we didn't quite hit the other one. But hopefully we can get there soon and start making some money again, or at least breaking even. That's the main goal. Right, so there we go. That's 3 races down. Now I'm feeling a little more confident after that one because the first 2 races were not good, and you know, reliability was still terrible there. But we've got that factory is just 2 days away now, so we can try and work on the reliability of the car. Hopefully by Milan, which was, what was that, 54 days, 52 days, we can be sort of getting somewhere close to reliable with the car. We'll try and get the engines. The gearbox looks like it's just been built, so we'll work on those 2 parts because those are the ones that take the longest to fix. And then we'll get some suspension and brakes out and then try and work on those for reliability, and then probably think about parts for next season. But just getting the car reliable, I think, is the most #1 priority right now, so we can start stripping weight out of it. But I think this is where we're going to call it and end the episode. So if you like that one, please give me a thumbs up, comment with your thoughts down below, subscribe for more. I really do appreciate it. Stay safe out there, everyone, and I'll catch you next time.